I slammed the phone down so hard the receiver cracked, my blood boiling hotter than a July asphalt driveway in Texas. That which Karen from across the cul-de-sac had just sicked animal control on my goats. My babies, the ones I trained from bottle-fed kids to patrol this patch of heaven like it was Fort Knox. And get this, she did it during our neighborhood potluck, right as I was flipping burgers, claiming their disruptive bleeding was a violation of HOA Covenant 7.2, Subclause B, livestock noise pollution. Picture it, our sleepy suburb on the edge of Austin, where track McMansions but up against my family's old 10-acre spread, the last holdout from when this was cattle country, not cookie-cutter condos. I'd inherited the place from Grandpa, turned the barn into a micro-ranch for therapy, goats for the kids in the local AG program, teaching resilience one stubborn nibble at a time. But Karen? She's the queen bee of the HOA board, the one who once fined Mrs. Lopez for her chihuahuas yapping at the mailman. Standards, she'd hiss at meetings, her lips pursed like she'd sucked a lemon through a straw. My goats? They weren't just pets, they were my security crew, trained with treats and whistles to circle intruders, headbutt fences, and raise holy hell if anyone so much as jaywalked onto the property line. Eco-friendly alarms, cheaper than cameras, and way more entertaining. The animal control van rolled up that afternoon like a bad omen, 2 officers in khaki shorts stepping out with clipboards and lassos, eyeing my herd like they were feral wolves. Ma'am called in a complaint. The taller one drawled, scratching his stubble. Says they're a public nuisance. I laughed. Actually laughed, because Karen was peeking from her manicured azaleas, smirking like she'd won the bake-off. Nuisance? These goats saved my ass last summer from that meth head trying to hotwire my truck. Watch this. I whistled sharp, and bam, my buck, Rufus, led the charge, thundering across the pasture in a fluffy avalanche, horns glinting in the sun. The officers froze, then chuckled. Well, damn. Never seen livestock pull double duty like that. Word spread faster than wildfire through dry grass. By evening, the neighborhood group chat exploded. Karen's at it again? Those goats are legends. Remember when they chased off that solicitor? Her precious standards? Crumbling like a stale biscuit. But Karen didn't back down. She escalated, pounding on my door at dusk, her face a mask of righteous fury, waving printouts of bylaws like a talisman. This is harassment. Your farm animals are terrorizing the community. I invited her in for sweet tea, all Southern hospitality, but inside, I was plotting. See, I documented everything. Her passive-aggressive notes, taped to my mailbox, bleat responsibly. The security cam footage of her kids sneaking over to feed the goats carrots behind her back. Hypocrite much? The HOA meeting the next week was a powder keg. I showed up with Rufus on a leash, HOA rules be damned, and projected the videos on the community center screen. Gasps rippled through the folding chairs as clips played. Goats herding away a suspicious van last month. Rufus staring down a porch pirate like a furry Clint Eastwood. These aren't pests, I said, voice steady as a longhorn stare. They're protectors. And Karen? She's the one stirring the pot. The room erupted, old-timers nodding, young families cheering, even the board president's stifling grin. Karen shot up, veins bulging her neck. This is slander. I'll sue. But the votes were in before she finished. Motion to amend the covenants, exempting working livestock like mine. She stormed out, slamming the glass doors so hard they rattled, her Prius peeling out like it had goats in the tailpipe. For a week, she sulked, plastering her yard with for sale signs that nobody bought. Turns out, the whole suburb loved my crew more than her busybody reign. She finally sold, at a loss, to a family with a donkey, and slunk off to some gated enclave up in Dallas, muttering about barbarians on her Facebook purge. Me? I raised a toast with the AG kids that night. Goats munching hay under the stars. Revenge isn't always sweet. Sometimes it's just goats being goats. But damn if it doesn't taste like victory.